my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady Simone, and we are back with another all over the place crochet broadcast. Yes, 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 y'all. Listen, I'm trying to fix this mic. I hope it's okay. Y'all can hear me well. I genuinely wanted to come on just to chit chat. Like, listen, I was sitting here. I'm like, I'm going to press play and I'm going to talk to my peoples. Okay. So I've been actually I've been crocheting some here and there, but I would say I think I've been thinking about the next things to crochet more than I have been crocheting. And y'all have to let me know, do that happen to you sometimes, or does it happen to you sometimes? I'm sorry. Like, do you get in a mood to where it's like you want to crochet, but it's like your brain is going 100 miles per hour and you find yourself looking at things or thinking about things you want to finish, or just what you should be doing versus actually doing the thing. And y'all, that's kind of like the space I've been in. Like, I, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. And sometimes, because I'm being very transparent, because sometimes it's like, should I come on when I really don't have that much to talk about? But I'm like, listen, this is our crochet journey together. I feel like it is okay. Like, this is my safe space to come and just take a deep breath and unwind. And then I think it's also okay to show all sides of what it is to like how creating looks for others. Like every day, every week, every month, every whatever period does not look the same. You know, you're going to have times where you're like on 100 and you're like, I'm getting so much done. I feel like doing this thing. Then you're going to have some other times where you're just looking like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? But I did want to show y'all some of the stuff that I did complete it because I released the video for the I'm not love plush. No, 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 no. I released the video for the the bags, the drawstring bags where we have cards, or you could put dice inside. The possibilities are endless, okay? This is like some index cards are in here, and this is the colorway that I did, and I have it on there where you can add a little string and for like a carrying, because I put this so I can hang it on different little areas around my room because I have different things in there. So I have this little colorway here. I actually did 4 of these. I have this one. I think I showed this one on the video, and I had this brown one. I may have showed all of them on a video. I know I did one for my son. He has that one. So I know in total I did like 4 in total. And I wanted to make more, y'all, but I was working on some love plushies. And I said to myself, I was like, I want to see how would it be if I made some love plush with the Karen Simply Soft, because okay, let me take a little pause. I was not the biggest fan of Karen Simply Soft on its own, right? So then I said, what if I mix it with some of my plush yarn for Love Plush? So then in a short, y'all may have seen this, I had what I call my Galaxy Plush, because y'all, I put the Karen Simply Soft, it's like I used 2 strands, one of the plush yarn and one with Karen Simply Soft, and it gives it that shiny type galaxy type look. Y'all, I think it's so amazing. And then recently I just added the patch. I was like, it's no way. This is too cute. Too cute. Okay. So I think with the yarn, with the Karen Simply Soft sprinkled in, the patch, like this is like the cutest, cutest, cutest love plush. Now, one thing I would say I noticed when I did add Karen Simply Soft as the like a adding yarn with it, it is a little thicker and it makes it slightly bigger than if I was just to use the yarn on its own, like the plush yarn on its own. And it's not bad. It's not a big difference. I'm going to show y'all because I thought I was doing something different when I was like, yeah, we do the Cinnabon love plush. Y'all, I have so many love plushes around. And the crazy thing is sometimes you forget like what we have because we're always thinking about what else to crochet or what else to add or what else to do. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the Cinnabon one. So with the brown yarn, I said, this is the original one I have. Look at that cute patch, the cinnamon bun patch on the back. And this is like an original one that I did, and I did not use any other yarns in with this one. I'm gonna show y'all how the difference look. Not much of a difference because I thought I was doing something. I said if I get a lighter brown yarn, add it in, and then do two strands, maybe it'll look more swirly with the for the cinnamon bond. It didn't, y'all. And sometimes that's just what happens with trial and error. So we have twins here, y'all. This one right here with the orange looking eyes was orange is brown. This one is a little bigger. You can see we have the bigger twin and the not so bigger, like the slightly smaller twin. But they're still the same, but this one came out a little bigger. And it's because I added a caramel color yarn to this one, thinking that it will give it more of like a swirly look. But you can kind of see here that they're not that much of a difference, just kind of like more so in size. This one seemed a little thicker and shorter, like stubbier to me. But I also have the little cinnamon bond patch in the back of this one as well. So cute. Like I really think the patch adds just something different. You can see, I think they're so, y'all, so cute. So cute. So I did this one. I added the two strands. I've been working on this. I would say I am going to work on more plushies because I want to get more plushies in my Etsy shop. But one thing I'm waiting on as well, y'all, I'm waiting on what's it called? The tags that go on your hats. I'm waiting on some tags that will go on my all over the place crochet bucket hats that I did a while back, and I was supposed to list them on Etsy, but I never wanted to list them without putting my tag. So I found a place where I could get a tag that says LOC, Lady of Crochet, and handmade, and I'm going to tag the hats and then I'll have them up on Etsy. So that's another thing that I'm actually looking forward to doing. Um, what else I wanted to mention? I've been thinking about working more on some bows. I think I showed some of the bows. Look at this. I thought it was cute. I'm gonna make a couple of more. I put this one on my little jar, and in this jar is my headbands or whatnot. And the way I did this, let me see. I connected with the headband, and then I just was looking. I'm like, instead of having it on my shelf, because I just come up with the most randomest things. Let me put it down here. I was like, why not just put it around the top of this jar? See, now look, it's trying to give me a struggle. Put it on the top of this jar, and it adds a little bit to the jar. But I think it'll be cute as well if I made a little more, and I think just making some more. I love how this turned out, but I'm gonna make some more that's a little bigger. Let me show you. This is one that I did, and I kind of messed up here when I added some what was it? I tried to burn the end of it, and it kind of made it something here. So I was thinking about looping this one off and just adding like a patch here, or like a, I don't know what kind of patch. Like I think a cute watermelon patch will look cute, and this can be a bow for my daughter or something, or someplace I could put the bow. I think it's absolutely cute. I love these bows. Love these bows. So I think I may go on a bow making rant. Y'all may be like, what is wrong with this girl? I'm telling y'all, I have been a little bit all over the place, and I really don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. It's almost like I want to do so much, but I want to organize my ideas. I want to be more intentional. So with that comes a pause, okay? This is the part of the video we're going to talk a little bit, okay? I have to talk to y'all a little bit. Y'all know that. So, with that comes a little pause, y'all. I feel like I've been crocheting some things to where that hasn't been very intentional, or that goes along with the trajectory of what I'm supposed to be doing. And that comes with, I'm a person to where if I start it, I want to see it all the way through. Even if in the midst of doing it, it drains every ounce of me because it's not turning out the way it's supposed to turn out or to what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I had to realize, it was like I had an epiphany. And I was telling my husband, he was like, you should share it on the channel. And I was like, ah. But I was telling him, I said, I really think what ended up happening was that I was crocheting I was crocheting things that had nothing to do with me. That was not what I was supposed to be doing. And I say that because I realized, like, I was so hard pressed on trying to crochet a certain pattern. And I'm like, I'm going to get this right. I'm going to figure this out. And I would get up and I'm trying to figure this out. And it was a hat pattern. I did not have no one to crochet this hat pattern for. I just genuinely wanted to figure out this hat pattern, which I'm gonna say it because I showed one that I did complete, was the bucket hat. And it was a lady on Facebook, and she shared the pattern. Beautiful pattern. I mean, when she does it, it turns out amazing. I mean, amazing. She makes a lot of hats that way. And I was just like, I just wanted to make myself a hat. I wasn't trying to sell it or anything. I was like, I love the hat so much, I can make myself this awesome bucket hat, right? When I say it would not turn out, I think I talked about another video about how I was trying to make the hat and how I had to adjust some things and whatnot. So it finally clicked to me, right? It clicked to me that not everything you see is what you're supposed to be crocheting. Like, and even if you have a track on something that you're supposed to be doing, like you genuinely feel like you're supposed to be doing, you have to really focus on what it is that you're supposed to be doing and not get distracted by other things. And I really feel like in this season of my life, I am going to solely focus on Love Plush. Building Love Plush, like my idea for Love Plush was always, it's a simple pattern, y'all. It's so simple, it's so easy, it's so beautiful, right? But Love Plush to me is just like when my daughter asks me to buy her Squishmallow out the store. Like every Love Plush I have on my shelf, she wants it. If I could put everything in there, like she'll have a squish, like how her Squishmallows are, she will have a Love Plush section. And to me, that means the world to me. And I was like, I want everyone to just love Love Plush that way, because it's like, it can be just alongside the Squishmallows and all these other plushies, but the meaning of Love Plush is just like to spread love. Like, I really genuinely feel like a plushie that can be for adults, that can be for kids, that can just give a smile on your face. It's like the cutest little things with the biggest eyes. Simplest, cutest little thing, biggest eyes, and your imagination do the rest. Doesn't have a mouth, doesn't have arms or ears. It's like, listen, imagine an island of Love Plush where you walk in and you just got to smile at these cute, big eye, googly things that just exude love, right? So I really want to focus in this season of my life with Love Plush because it makes me happy. I don't have to overthink it. It's easy because I wanted it to be easy for me. It's easy, but it's intentional. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to have to say that, y'all. It's easy, but it's intentional, right? And I think sometimes we miss that. Sometimes we get stuck on thinking that, I guess, thinking that we're supposed to be doing 101 things to please what we think people will want to see versus doing what's on our heart and what we know that was given to us to actually pour out into the world. And my crochet, I feel like was given to me to give out to the world. But not only my crochet, right? I feel like it's my crochet my way. My crochet my way. And I think a lot of us need to understand that, like, we all have different ideas. And sometimes we can look at things and be like, oh my goodness, I want mine to be as intricate, and I want to do the clothes, and I want to do the bags, and I want to do, there's so many different things, right? But I realized that the more and more I focused on looking in someone else's direction, I started losing my direction. Oh my goodness, that's, y'all, that was one right there. I hope Listen, I hope I'm not doing too much talking, but listen, the more I focused on someone else's direction, I was losing my direction. And that's why it was so hard. It was keeping it so hard for me to turn on this camera. It was so hard for me to, just, try to get into a space to where I wasn't just kind of like, I wouldn't say stressed out. I wasn't bogged down with trying to complete things that I couldn't get right. And I'm realizing I couldn't get it right because it wasn't meant for me in the first place. Y'all, I feel like things are just kind of like unraveling for me, and I have to understand, like, listen, you have to sit in this for a minute until you realize and get back on track. And that's what it is for me with crochet. I started this channel just out the love of wanting to share, like, listen, I genuinely love crocheting. I genuinely love speaking and talking to y'all, sharing my crochet. I genuinely love plush. The simplicity of love plush. I genuinely love that. I genuinely love all over the place crochet hats, okay? The ruffle hats, right? So even if you don't see a lot of people out here like having the things, or you be like, I don't think people want this. Like, you don't know what somebody else may want, because it's not about, I won't say it's about the style of the thing. It's about the person who's delivering it, because it could be something in your piece that someone needs. It could be something in your piece, like your crochet piece, that gives somebody else piece, right? So I look at my all over the place crochet hats. I look at my love plush, and those are the two things that are dear and true to me, that are so intentional for me, that I'm going to just make sure that I focus on. And I wanted to come to the channel and talk about this because I wanted y'all to see the direction, that I'm going in, the direction that it is for me. And I also wanted to be transparent, because guess what? I'm a firm believer that this crochet channel is not just about crochet channel, right? I feel like there's so many love lessons, just so much that people will get from this. As much as I'm sitting here spilling my heart out on this video, I really feel like someone else just needed to hear this as well. I just feel so inclined to just tell my truth, just to help somebody else live in their truth, because a lot of times when you're starting something new, or you already was doing something, you're trying to see where that thing fits amongst everything else. But one thing I would say, and I'm going to close it out because I'm not going to be too long winded. One thing I will say, that there's only one you. There's only one you. You're the one that's supposed to bring whatever it is that you have to the forefront. You're the one that's supposed to share that version of that thing, no matter if it may look like something else or it may be similar to something else. You're the one that's supposed to bring that virgin forth in your way, genuinely, intentionally, with love, and just with everything in you. You bring it the way how you are. There's not anybody else that can do it the way that it was intended for you to bring it, right? There's no one else that's going to be a lady of crochet and do it the same way that I do it. We may have similarities, we may have some things to be like, oh, this look like this, or oh, this is similar to this, and that's a-okay. But the version that you were intended to bring is going to be the version that the people that are connected to you are supposed to get. And you have to be okay with that. You have to live in that. You have to, just stand in that and own it unapologetically, and be like, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to love doing it. And guess what? It's okay. If you do anything else on the side, or you start, it's okay to do those things too, but stay true to what it is that that you're supposed to bring forth to the forefront. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all are having the most beautiful, amazing day ever. Talk to me in the comments below. Let me know what y'all are working on, y'all. I'm working on getting back on live. I would say, I want to put that out there, y'all. I'll put that out there. I'm working on getting back on live. Things has been kind of like so I may have to change time of when I do come on live, but I'm trying to come on live and just crochet and just chill out and talk to y'all, because y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know that. But I want to crochet and just talk, and we just enjoy each other and just have a good time. So I'm working on that, just getting my timing together, making sure everything is together. But outside of that, let me know in the comments what y'all are working on. Let me know what y'all are looking forward to. And as always, I want you to remember that I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady Simone, and I will see you next time.